We're glad to be here. We're glad to see everybody. And we'll do our best to keep you entertained for an hour. Laurie's going to start us out.
In the road was a bell, in the bell was a sound of days that have come and gone. And the road led to a little town on the hillside where the word of the Lord lives on. Ring the bell,
ring the bell,
ring the bell,
ring the bell,
ring the bell so far and wide. You can hear it on the mountain and down across the valley. Ring the bell and go to its side. Well, I followed it down from the forest to the town in the dark and dead of the night. There were children dancing there with flowers in their hair, and the streets were lit with candlelight. Ring the bell,
ring the bell,
ring the bell,
ring the bell,
ring the bell so far and wide. You can hear it on the mountain and down across the valley. Ring the bell and go to its side. Well, the barber and the preacher, the farmer and the teacher all held hands and moved as one. The holy word unspoken, the circle unbroken, and the Spirit moved in everyone. Ring the bell,
ring the bell,
ring the bell,
ring the bell,
ring the bell so far and wide. You can hear it on the mountain and down across the valley. Ring the bell and go to its side. In the middle of the street, I went down on my knees to the pavement that shone like gold. With a shiver and a start, he reached into my heart, and with the kindest words I was told, ring the bell,
ring the bell,
ring the bell,
ring the bell,
ring the bell so far and wide. You can hear it on the mountain and down across the valley. Ring the bell and go to its side. Yes, ring the bell and go to its side. Thank you.
Well, I think that one got over with pretty fast. This is a song that we learned in Florida, but we took it from here down there. The southern train leaving here this morning. It's headed south at 10:49. Wanna be on board that engine when it leaves here and ride it back home to Caroline. Wanna feel that southern sunshine on my shoulders and visit with the friends I used to know. Wanna sit out on that back porch with my mother and sing those gospel songs that she loves so. Wanna walk those mountain trails and smell that laurel, kick off my shoes and wade those mountain streams, and listen to the pine trees as they whisper, welcome home, my son, it's not a dream. Well, I missed that southern train again this morning. This old cell will be my home a long, long time. But if I die while up here in this prison, let me ride it home one more time. Wanna walk those mountain trails and smell that laurel, kick off my shoes and wade those mountain streams, and listen to the pine trees as they whisper, welcome home, my son, it's not a dream. Welcome home, my son, it's not a dream. made famous by the boxcars. I think it's famous.
I would pick and we would sing to the rhythm of the front porch swing. The moonlight made a spotlight we could share. Found new notes in this old guitar. He believed I could be a star and told me that he wanted to be fair. He said, love will only hold you down. Girl, I know you're glory bound, and we can't build a world of different dreams. So I chased mine, he found his too. Someone else made his dreams come true. Now I'm a star and every night I sing. My heart goes drifting down a dusty Dixie Road, taking my mind way back in time. LA lights burn like hell, once you know you left heaven waiting down the Dixie Road. Every night I'm in a different place, stretching every stranger's face, trying to find a guy that's just not there. 'Cause he's back there in Montgomery, down clear across the country. Every night when I'm alone I go back there. My heart goes drifting down a dusty Dixie Road, taking my mind way back in time. LA lights burn like hell, once you know you left heaven waiting down the Dixie Road. Yes, I left heaven waiting down the Dixie Road. Thank you.
While we were driving over here, Laurie said, don't talk too much. I have no idea what she meant by that. This is a Dwight Yoakam song. I sang Dixie as he died. People just walked on by while I cried. The bottle had robbed him of all his rebel pride, and I sang Dixie as he died. He said, way down yonder in the land of cotton, hard times there aren't near as rotten as they are these damned old LA streets. Then he took a dying breath, laid his head against my chest. Oh Lord, take him back home to Dixie. I sang Dixie as he died. People just walked on by while I cried. The bottle had robbed him of all his rebel pride. I sang Dixie as he died. I sang Dixie as he died. People just walked on by while I cried. The bottle had robbed him of all his rebel pride, and I sang Dixie as he died. He said, listen to me, son, while you still can, run back home to that southern land. Can't you see what life here's done to me? Then he closed those old blue eyes, fell limp against my side. Oh Lord, he's back home in Dixie. I sang Dixie as he died. People just walked on by while I cried. The bottle had robbed him of all his evil pride. I sang Dixie as he died. And I sang Dixie This next song is an Irish folk song. Leanne, when G and Jeff were here the last time, sprung this one on us, and we stole it from her.
Red is the rose that in yonder garden grows. Fair is the lily of the valley. Clear is the water that flows from the Boyne. My love is fairer than any. Come over the hills, my handsome Irish lad. Come over the hill to your darling. You choose the road, love, and I'll make the vow. And I'll be your true love forever. Red is the rose that in yonder garden grows. Fair is the lily of the valley. Clear is the water that flows from the Boyne. My love is fairer than any. Was down by Killarney's greenwood we did wander. The moon and the stars, they were shining. The moon shone its rays on his bonny locks of gold. He swore he'd be my love forever. It's not for the parting from my sweet sister Katie. It's not for the grief of my mother. It's all for the loss of my handsome Irish rose. My heart is breaking forever. Red is the rose that in yonder garden grows. Fair is the lily of the valley. Clear is the water that flows from the Boyne. My love is fairer than any. Yes, my love is fairer than any.
Good job. We're going to get away from the roses for a little bit. Do a little Brooks and Dunn. We're going to start over. Sun goes down on my side of town. Lonesome feeling comes to my door, and my whole world turns blue. There's a rundown bar across a railroad track. Got a table for two, way in the back where you sit alone and think of losing you. Ah, but I'll be alright as long as there's light from a neon moon. When you lose your one and only, there's always room here for the lonely to watch your broken dreams dancing out of the beams of a neon moon. I think of two young lovers running wild and free. I close my eyes and I sometimes see you in the shadows of this rundown bar. No telling how many tears that I cried, how many lies I stood here and lied, telling my poor heart you get over her someday. Ah, but I'll be alright as long as there's light from a neon moon. When you lose your one and only, there's always room here for the lonely to watch your broken dreams dancing in and out of the beams of a neon moon. plays on song by song. Words of every song seem to say what I think I'm certain ain't ever gonna end. Ah, but I'll be alright as long as there's light from a neon moon. If you lose your one and only, there's always room here for the lonely. Watch your broken dreams dancing out of the beams of a neon moon. Watch your broken dreams dancing out of the beams. Watch your broken dreams dancing out of the beams. Watch your broken dreams dancing out of the beams of a neon moon. I like to be in front of the big lights. I like to be a star of my own show. Of course, I got Laurie, and so now I'm not the star. Laurie's the star. Tom, he plays bass back there. He doesn't say much, but he keeps us all together. He hopes. Hey, it's my turn to sing again. 2 times in a row. This is a Bette Midler song, and I don't look anything like her. Some say love, it is a river that drowns the tender reed. Some say love, it is a razor that leaves your soul to bleed. Some say love, it is a hunger, an endless aching need. I say love, it is a flower, and you its only seed. It's the dream afraid of waking that never takes a chance. It's the heart afraid of breaking that never learns to dance. It's the one who won't be taken that cannot seem to give, and the soul afraid of dying that never learns to live. When the night has been too lonely and the road has been too long, and you think that love is only for the lucky or the strong, just remember in the winter, far beneath the bitter snows, lies the sea that with the sun's love in the spring should probably say, I'm Bill Barcroft. This is Laurie Barcroft. That's Mr. Tom Freridge. And we are Brushridge. We will be at Summerfest on the 25th of August at 1:30 in the afternoon on the big stage.
Calendar.
And we'd like to see all the audience we could get there.
I need a nice E. Echo.
I pretended I could see that.
Sun goes down in Calvin County. Neon light from an old beer sign shone through the window on the sidewalk as I walked in just to pass the time. I looked around, sat at a table, ordered beef on rye and a glass of wine. Then through the door came a little old lady. She was selling paper roses and they only cost a dime. Paper roses, pretty roses. She sold you paper roses and they only cost a dime. Silver hair that's lost its gold, with a trembling hand she gave the rose. Red crepe paper made nature's bouquet. Help a little old lady buy a rose today. I took the rose from her trembling hand. With eyes of age, she smiled and walked away. Like a breath of spring, I could smell the rose. It came alive as I heard her say, buy my roses, pretty roses, only made of paper, but they only cost a dime. I went to look for her outside. A spray of roses lay nearby. The sky lit up and the choir sang 1,000 voices as the church bells rang. Paper roses, pretty roses. She sold you paper roses, but they only cost a dime. Paper roses, pretty roses. She sold you paper roses, but they only cost a dime. Thank you.
Yeah, if you watch RFD on TV, you probably hear Gene Watson sing that song. Laurie is better looking than Gene Watson. A whole lot more. This is another Brooks and Dunn song. And if you want to do a line dance to this, I'll try to go slow enough so you can. Out in the country past the city limit sign, there's a honky-tonk by the county line. Joint starts jumping every night when the sun goes down. They got whiskey, women, music and smoke. That's where the cowboy folk go to boot, scoot, boogie. Got a good job, I work hard for my money. When it's quitting time, I hit the door running. I fire up my pickup truck and let those horses run. I go flying down the highway to that little hideaway, out for the country folk to the boot, scoot, boogie. Well, heel and toe, do-si-do, come on baby, let's go boot scootin'. Well, Cadillac Blackjack, baby, meet me out back, we're gonna boogie. Well, get down, turn around, go to town, boot, scoot, boogie. bartender asked me, son, what'll it be? I said, a shot of that redhead yonder looking at me. Juke joints jumping and it's hotter than the 4th of July. They got outlaws, in-laws, crooks and straights, all out making it shake to the boot scootin' boogie. Well, heelin' do, do-si do, come on baby, let's go boot scootin'. Well, Cadillac Blackjack, baby, meet me off, I'm gonna boogie. Well, get down, turn around, go to town, boot scootin' boogie. Fiddle again. Heelin' do, do-si do, come on baby, let's go boot scootin'. Well, Cadillac Blackjack, baby, meet me out back, we're gonna boogie. Well, get down, turn around, go to town, boot scootin' boogie. I said, get down, turn around, go to town, boot scootin' boogie. Could you dance to that? Was that slow enough to dance to? I could see you out there dancing.
Do my Dolly Parton song. The hills were alive with wildflowers, and I was as wild, even wilder than they. For at least I could run, they just died in the sun. I refused to just wither in place. Just a wild mountain rose, seeking freedom to grow. So I ran, fearing not where I go. When a flower grows wild, it can always survive. Well, flowers don't care where they grow. And the flowers I knew in the fields where I grew were content to be lost in the ground. They were commonly close, I had no room for growth, and I wanted so much to branch out. So I uprooted myself from my home ground and left, took my dreams and I took to the road. The flower grows wild, they can always survive, while flowers don't care where they grow. I grew up fast and wild, and I never felt right in a garden so different from me. I just never belonged, I just longed to be gone, and the garden one day set me free. I hitched a ride with my wind, and since he was my friend, I just let him decide where we go. When a flower grows wild, it can always survive, while flowers don't care where they grow. Just a wild rambling rose, seeking freedoms retold, no regrets for the path that I chose. When a flower grows wild, it can always survive, while flowers don't care where they grow. No, while flowers don't care where they grow. Thank you.
Good job. I want to make sure that you can see Laurie over the top of the microphone. It doesn't matter if you see me or not. The pretty one in this band is not me. It's got to be Laurie.
Okay.
This is what's his name? He was a race car driver. He wrote a lot of songs. It's one of his. He wrote this song in '59. He recorded it in 1960 when I was 18 years old. Now you know everything about him except his name. Don't worry about me, it's all over now. Though I may be blue, I'll manage somehow. Love can't be explained, can't be controlled. One day it's warm, next day it's cold. Don't pity me, though I'm feeling blue. Don't be ashamed, it might have been you. Oh, love, kiss me one time, then go, love, it's alright. Don't worry about me. Sweet, sweet, sweet love, I want you to be as happy as I when you loved me. I'll never forget you, your sweet memory. It's all over now, don't worry about me. When one heart tells one heart goodbye. One heart is free, one heart will cry. Oh, sweet, sweet baby, sweet, it's alright. Don't worry about me. When one heart tells one heart goodbye. One heart is free, one heart will cry. Oh, sweet, sweet baby, sweet, it's alright. Don't worry about me, well, I'll get by. Don't worry about me. And his name is Marty Robbins.
Now I know. Okay, we do a little gospel song now. A couple, three of them. Many years ago, in days of childhood, I used to play till evening shadows come. Then winding down an old familiar pathway, my mother called it set of sun. Come home, it's supper time. The shadows lengthen fast. Come home, it's supper time. We're going home at last. In visions now I see her standing yonder. Her familiar voice I hear once more. There's a banquet table waiting up in heaven. It's supper time upon that golden shore. come home, it's supper time. The shadows lengthen fast. Come home, it's supper time. We're going home at last. Come home, it's supper time. The shadows lengthen fast. Come home, it's supper time. We're going home at last. Yes, I'm going home at last. Thank you.
This is a bluegrass gospel song. Probably it was a Negro spiritual first. I don't know that for a fact. There's no hiding place down here. There's no hiding place down here. I run to the rock to hide my face, rock right out. No hiding place, no hiding place down here. Sister Mary, she wears a golden chain. Sister Mary, she wears a golden chain. Sister Mary, she wears a golden chain on every link in Jesus' name. No hiding place down here. There's no hiding place down here. There's no hiding place down here. I run to the rock to hide my face, rock right out. No hiding place, no hiding place down here. The devil, he wears a hypocrite shoe. The devil, he wears a hypocrite shoe. Devil, he wears a hypocrite shoes. You don't watch out, he'll put them on you. There's no hiding place down here. There's no hiding place down here. There's no hiding place down here. Run to the rock to hide my face, rock right out. No hiding place, no hiding place down here. Laurie on fiddle. Gonna pitch my tent on the old campground. Gonna pitch my tent on the old campground. Gonna pitch my tent on the old campground. Fiddle's ain't another round. There's no hiding place down here. There's no hiding place down here. There's no hiding place down here. Run to the rock to hide my face, rock right out. No hiding place. There's
no hiding place down here.
There's no hiding place down here. There's no hiding place down here. Run to the rock to hide my face, rock right out. No hiding place. There's
no hiding place down here.
There's
no hiding place down here. Thank you.
No, but I can take some tea. Really, it's just tea.
Yes,
I guarantee it's just tea. That's all Laurie lets me have. She's not very big. I pay attention to her, though.
Yes, he does. This is a waltz gospel song called I Saw the Master. I saw the Master this morning when the sun was beginning to rise. He was sailing white clouds across the heaven, removing the shadows of night. He bent down and kissed all the roses, left them blushing like sweet little girls. I I saw the Master this morning when he came down to wake up the world. He gently touched all the mountains, and he gave all the robins their song. A warm summer breeze caught the lyrics, and the mountain brook carried them on. He whispered over the valley, and a pretty white lily unfurled. I saw the Master this morning when he came down to wake up the world. A bright ray of sun broke the heavens and spilled o'er the valleys and hills. It shone on the river like diamonds and danced on the ripples and rills. I bowed in the light of his presence, and a warm, loving peace filled my soul. I saw the Master this morning when he came down to wake up the world. Yes, I saw the Master this morning when he came down to wake up the world. Thank you.
Laurie hears these songs and she really likes them. And then she says, we're going to do this song, and then we find out it's got 87 chords in it. Not good if you're the guitar player. Traveling down this coal town road, listen to my rubber tires whine. It's goodbye to Buckeye and that white sycamore. I'm leaving you behind. Well, I've been a coal miner all of my life, laying down track in the hole. Got a back like an ironwood bent by the wind. My blood veins are blue as a coal. Yes, my blood veins are blue as a coal. Somebody said that's a strange tattoo you have on the side of your head. I said it's a blueprint left by the coal, a little bit more I'd been dead. But I love the rumble and I love the dark, and I love the cool of the sleigh. It's traveling down this road, looking for a job. This traveling and looking I hate. Yes, it's traveling and looking I hate. I stood for the Union, I walked in the line, I fought against the company. I stood for that UMW of A. Now who's gonna stand for me? Well, I got no job and I got no pay, just got a worried soul. And this blue tattoo and the side of my head, left by the number 9 gold. Yes, left by the number 9 gold. Someday when I'm dead and gone to heaven, the land of my dreams, I won't have to worry on losing my to pay my money away on dues or hospital plan. I'm gonna pick coal where the blue heavens roll and sing in the angel band, and sing in the angel band. That was a 70s protest song, they tell me. If I was a coal miner, I think I'd protest a whole bunch myself. This is a gold mining song. This was made famous by the Marshall Tucker Band. You all remember the Marshall Tucker Band, right? Say yes, yes, yeah, okay. All right, good. Marshall Tucker Band was one of my son's favorite bands. Took my family from my Carolina home, had dreams about the West, so I started to roam. 6 long months on a dust-colored trail. They say heaven's at the end, but so far it's been hell. But there's fire on the mountain, lightning in the air, gold in them hills, and it's waiting for me there. Sifting from 5 to 5, selling everything we found just to stay alive. Gold flowed free like the whiskey in the bar. Satan was a big thing and sinning was a star. Well, there's fire on the mountain, lightning in the air, gold in them hills, and it's waiting for me there. Girls were the evening treat, cartridges and blood lined the street. Men were shot down for the sake of having fun, or just to hear the roar of their 44 gun. But there's fire on the mountain, lightning in the air, gold in them hills, and it's waiting for me there. Widow cries over my grave, grieving for the man she could not save. Shot down in cold blood by gun-carrying fame, all for this worthless, no good claim. But there's fire on the mountain, lightning in the air, gold in them hills, and it's waiting for me there. But there's fire on the mountain, lightning in the air, gold in them hills, and it's waiting for me there. And it's waiting for me there. A little better.
Time for a G.
Time for a G.
Yes, my turn.
This is a song made famous by the Andrews Sisters.
Way long time ago.
Probably 1946, 47, something like that. But we're not going to do it like the Andrews Sisters because one of us is not a sister.
True. He was a trumpet man from out Chicago way. He had a boogie style that no one else could play. He was the top man at his craft. Then his number came up and he was gone with a draft. He's in the army now, playing reveille. He's the boogie-woogie bugle boy of Company B. They made him blow a bugle for his Uncle Sam. It really got him down because he could not jam. The captain seemed to understand, 'cause the next day cap went out and he drafted the band. The company jumps when he plays reveille. He's the boogie-woogie bugle boy of Company B. A root, a toot, a toodly-a-doo. He blows 8 to the bar and boogie rhythm. Can't blow a note unless the bass and guitar are playing with him. Reveille, he's the boogie-woogie bugle boy of Company B. Plays the boys his favorite boogie every night. He wakes them up the same way in the early bright. They clap their hands and stomp their feet, 'cause they love it when he gives them a beat. The company jumps, he plays reveille. He's the boogie-woogie bugle boy of Company B. A root, a toot, a toodly-a-doo. He blows 8 to the bar and boogie rhythm. Can't blow a note unless the bass and guitar are playing with him. Reveille, he's the boogie-woogie bugle boy of Company B. A root, a toot, a toodly-a-doo. He blows 8 to the bar and boogie rhythm. Can't blow a note unless the bass and guitar are playing with him. Reveille, he's the boogie-woogie bugle boy of Company B. The boogie-woogie bugle boy of Company B. The boogie-woogie bugle boy of Company B. Thank you. Thank you.
Another reason we can't do that like the Andrews sisters, well, our last name isn't Andrews. I just stand over there and think of all these things. Isn't that neat? No.
Never know.
This is a Chuck Berry song. Chuck Berry passed away here about a month ago, probably. Left my home in Norfolk, Virginia, California on my mind. Straddled that Greyhound out of Raleigh, rode across Caroline. Stopped in Charlotte, bypassed Rock Hill, never was a minute late. We was 90 miles out of Atlanta by sundown, rolling across the Georgia state. Had motor trouble, it turned into struggle halfway across Alabama. That hound broke down and left us all stranded in downtown Birmingham. Straight off bought me a through-tain ticket, right across Mississippi clean. I was on that midnight flyer out of Birmingham, smoking into New Orleans. Somebody help me get out of Louisiana, just help me get to Houston town. There's folks that care a little bit about me, they won't let a poor boy down. Sure as you're born, they bought me a silk suit, put luggage in my hand. And I woke up high over Albuquerque on a jet to the promised land. Working on a T-bone steak a la carte, riding across the Georgia state. When that pilot said that in 15 minutes he'd set us at the terminal gate. Swing down chariot, come down easy, taxi to the terminal zone. Cut your engine and cool your wings, help me make it to the telephone. Los Angeles, give me Norfolk, Virginia, Tidewater 41009. Tell the folks back home this is a promised land calling, the poor boys on the line. Tell the folks back home this is a promised land calling, the poor boys on the line. We have this rule, we don't use a paper. That has a lot of words in it. It took me a little while to memorize it.
We're going to close with a gospel song called Beyond the Rain. And G-Dog. Skies are getting dim and clouds are rolling in when the storms of life fill our hearts with pain. Just let the Savior in, for when we trust in Him, He will lead us beyond the rain. Beyond the rain, there'll be no more dying. no more crying, no more pain. When we put our lives in the hands of Jesus, He will lead us beyond the rain. When we live our life alone, try to make it on our own, still the heartaches and emptiness remain. If we hold on to God's hand, He will lead us to the land where His sun will always shine beyond the rain. Beyond the rain, there'll be no more dying, no more crying, no more pain. When we put our lives in the hands of Jesus, He will lead us beyond the rain. Now the battle has been won. God sent His only Son to fulfill the promise of His name. And if we just believe, what a gift we will receive to live with Jesus beyond the rain. Beyond the rain, there'll be no more dying, no more crying, no more pain. When we put our lives in the hands of Jesus, He will lead us beyond the rain. When we put our lives in the hands of Jesus, He will lead us beyond the rain. And thank you so much. Thank you, Bob and Linda.
Yeah, thanks for having us here, Bob. We had a great time.
You guys want an encore? Let's hear it for an encore.
Throw another log on the fire. This is a song about relationships. Throw another log on the fire. Cook me up some bacon and some beans. Go out to the car, lift it up and fix a tire. Mend my socks and sew my old blue jeans. Come on, baby, fill my pipe and go and fetch my slippers. Then boil me up another pot of tea, and throw another log on the fire, babe, and come and tell me why you're leaving me. Well, don't I let you wash the car on Sunday, and don't I warn you when you're getting fat. I'm gonna take you fishing with me someday.
You called me fat.
More than that.
That makes me so
Ain't I always nice to your kid sister? And don't I take her driving every night?
Fat.
So sit her at my feet, 'cause I love you when you're sweet, and you know it ain't feminine to fight.
Well, you can throw a log on your fire. You can cook your bacon and your beans. I just sold your car and bought a new one. I'll be waving as I drive it down the street.
It was clean anyway.
I ain't gonna touch your stinking pipe or smelly slippers. Tell the cat to boil your pot of tea. She can throw a log on your fire, babe, 'cause you're not man enough for her and me.
What?
I said, you're not man enough for her and me.
I'm in the doghouse now. I'm in the doghouse now. I called her flat, she didn't like that, and I'm in the doghouse now. Thank y'all. Keep going.
Hey, why don't you give Brushridge another round of applause? Great show, great show.